Hey guys, my name's Nate and I'm the Outdoorsman, and I am currently surrounded by eastern white pine, Pinus Strobus. Now, I am going to be talking to you guys about a specific edibility of this plant. I've talked about it previous in a lot of different videos. This is one of my favorite plants, but there's a seasonal treat to these that every few years I love to, whenever I see it, I pick it out. The buds of these plants are edible. These come out for specific times of the year, and unfortunately, probably by the time this video comes out, they may be out of season. They may have already passed for you. They're just coming in season for me because we had a weird season. We're having a weird season right now in New England. But let me bring you in and I'll show you these. They're really cool. It's a nice treat, especially when they're young. I'm actually catching them during the peak time of them, at least my favorite time of them. And I'll show you what they look like. So, hidden amongst the needles, at the top of the branch, you'll find the bud. These buds can be anywhere from like a couple centimeters in size to a full-on like a couple inches in size. When they get bigger, the bigger they are, the woodier they are. The smaller they are, the better they taste. Bigger ones taste pretty good, but the smaller ones are generally more tender, and they also taste a lot better. And they also easier to chew. Generally, you can find these late to early spring. So basically, you can find them in spring. What you want to do is just keep an eye out for the eastern white pine, which if you are in a place that has eastern white pine, best way to do is to look for a medium long green pine needle with a white stripe down the center, or generally has like a thin white strand, but it's bunches of 5. Best way to find it. Bunches of 5 generally lead to some form of a white pine. There's a few different white pines that have it, but eastern white pine is very similar to that. These can be used in some dishes. I know some people who put them into breads. Personally, I just use them as a trail nibble, but you want to harvest these sustainably because the tree needs them to, well, grow its needles. This is where the new needles come from on the tree. So I don't take as much, I only take a couple bites out of it and I leave the rest for the tree. So the tree can grow new needles and I have more for next year. So again, as I always say with edibles, you know, harvest sustainably. And always also do your research. Learn what plants are in your area and learn how to identify them. But what you can do is just pull it off and I'll just take another one. And instead, they're really good. They're very edible. A little bit of a pine taste. I like a pine taste. I'm very big into the pine taste. I know some people aren't. I personally like it. I like pine tea. I like these. I always look forward to this season. So these are a nice treat for me. And I like that little bit of a pine stringency taste. But let's get you set up back. As I said, guys, this is just a quick little video on the edibility of the eastern white pine or Pinus strobus buds. I'm going to try and make sure to post a picture of these to Instagram and Twitter as well, so you are also aware of these, that the season is happening, so that it's kind of just not happening immediately afterwards. I'll take a quick picture of these as well, and I'll have the video out as well. But anyways, you guys have a good day. Remember, get out in the woods, have some fun. I've done my research. It's time for you to do yours and find some new plants. See everyone.